Good morning. Sundance celebrated its first weekend in Park City. The stars were there, as were our cameras, to capture all the excitement on the red carpet.
It's a really interesting story because it's this character needing to figure out how to be a single father in the 1970s. They moved to San Francisco, and the backdrop of all that is gay liberation and him sort of finding his way as a gay man in that era and all the challenges that the community faced, along with, on top of it, being a father and having a little girl. So those two things don't, back then in that era, those two things weren't necessarily always seen together, fatherhood and being a gay man. We know now in 2023 that gay parenting is all around, and it's something that's really beautiful. But I love this film because it kind of is a time capsule for what it once was, and it shows us how far we've come.
I was sent the script and I read it and I completely fell in love with it. It touched me and it made me emotional. I think if something can make you emotional on the page, it can make people emotional hopefully when they watch it. So I immediately wanted to do it. I read the memoir as well, and I thought Alicia did such a beautiful job with it, and I immediately just wanted to explore this father-daughter relationship and my childhood too. I kind of was brought up and my grandma lived with a few gay men, and so when I was younger, like Alicia was when she was younger, I would be going to these parties with all these people, and so I kind of saw a bit of my childhood in the script as well. So yeah, I definitely wanted to do it, and I'm so glad that I did. It was so rewarding when we finished.
There were many factors. I mean, I have been approached, and the tone never felt right. The pitch was never right on. It was about something that I didn't feel it needed to be, and it's taken me a long time to just even come to terms with what I feel about the past 51 years, 7 years? I'm 57 now, so it's got to be 56 actually, which is terrifying in and of itself. But so it took me a while to get to a place where I could actually process and be able to write about it, be able to talk about it. So that was the first thing. Second thing is the team. I mean, the way Lana approached it, she wanted to talk about it on a much bigger scale, that we're showing something on a much bigger scale, but through this one woman's journey. And I was so happy that Lana wanted, and Bed by 8 and Allie, my best friend, and George, that they wanted to also show the scope of what I've done. I've only compartmentalized everything. So to see it all in its entirety is overwhelming, to see where I've been.
How was Anne Hathaway to work with?
Where is she? No, I don't want to say. No, I'm just kidding. She was incredible. We also, we both have a lot of theater experience, and so does Will. So we really rehearsed a ton before we did our stuff together, which makes such a big difference on an indie movie. You don't have that much time, and it's all crazy and nuts, and it was freezing cold, and a lot of dark stuff going on. And getting to rehearse together and share that sort of mutual respect and a safe space together, it was huge.
Congratulations on probably one of the best performances of the year so far.
You've seen it? Yeah. Well, thank you so much. How did you see it? Nobody's seen it.
I've seen it.
Thank you very much. That's very kind to say. I mean, it is January, so I'll talk to you in December.
And you have such a strong cast.
I feel so lucky to be in this film and to be in this cast. Like heavyweights, and some people that maybe audiences aren't as familiar with. And everybody's a revelation and a discovery in it, and everybody's work is, I'm an actor's actor, so I was just so happy on set every day watching everybody kill it.
We'll have a few more interviews from Sundance as the film festival comes to a close next week. For ABC4, I'm film critic Tony Toscano.